Hello again. Just a reminder that the videos I've made in this series reflect the IELTS levels 1 to 3, that is, very basic fundamental English. For IELTS level 4 to 6, watch my other videos. Let's review the earlier videos in this series that talk about the sounds you can hear in Australian English. The videos that follow this one will add to your knowledge and skills in speaking, reading and writing Australian English. In this video, you'll also learn about some basic grammar. The letter names of the alphabet that we've heard so far are uppercase and lowercase A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. You should now be very familiar with those words. The sounds we learnt in the last video included, or up to and including the last video, A, M, S, T, I, F, D, G, R, O, O, H, A, K, B, N, K, K, V, E, W, J, P, Y, Sh, X, Z, A, R, O, A, Ch, Ch, E, E. And some examples of using the sounds that we've learned in words like these: straw, jaw, law, may, K, day, say, Monday, play, okay, children, child, chocolate, chair, choose, chin, catch, scratch, hatch, match, matches, leak, seat, meet, meal, neat, beam, meet, greet, feet, feel, seem, seen. Try and say these sentences again. It's revision. He is wearing a straw hat. Is it okay if I come over on Friday? Those children have chocolate on their chins because they have been eating Easter eggs. You had better catch those mosquitoes before they bite you and make you scratch where they have bitten. Some people don't eat meat at all. You seem to be doing quite well with your studies in learning to speak Australian English. For revision again, say these numbers: 100 or 100, 1,000 or 1,000, 1 million or 1,000,000, 101, 110, 1,110, 1,800,987. Your turn. Here are more letter combinations to learn. That is an E and an R. They sound like as in fern. You say fern. Mermaid. Her. Never. And a sentence: I hope you never go near that cliff. After me: I hope you never go near that cliff. More interesting letter combinations making another sound: EU, as in you. Listen to this: Europe, feud, feudal, Q. Your turn. Europe, feud, feudal, Q. And an example sentence: in Europe, you would need to join a queue to wait your turn to be served in a shop. In Europe, you would need to join a queue to wait your turn to be served in a shop. And another two letters which combine to make a sound you'll become familiar with, EY as in E. Listen to these words, key, monkey, donkey, money, honey. After me, key, monkey, donkey, money, honey. Example sentence, I hope you have plenty of money in your wallet. Your turn. I hope you have plenty of money in your wallet. And here we have three letters that combine to make a different sound. I, G, and H, as in high, might, night, right. High, might, night, right. And a sentence, how high can you jump? Your turn. High, might, night, right. How high can you jump? Now, these next three letters are very commonly used in English because they form a part of a verb tenses as well as being used in other places. Of course, these are the letters I-N-G or ing, as in sing, bring, mingle, writing, sitting. Your turn. Sing, bring, mingle, writing, sitting. And sentence, do you enjoy singing? And here are two more letters that make a different sound when combined. I and R sound like as in stir, first, third, first. Your turn. Stir, first, third, first. Example sentence, this is the third time I've told you how thirsty I am. Your turn. This is the third time I've told you how thirsty I am. Now some basic grammar. The letters of the alphabet are in three categories. They're vowels, they're semivowels, and they're consonants. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U. The semivowels, and that means they're sometimes used as a vowel, are W and Y. Vowels are usually known as unvoiced. Consonants, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z. You may be asked this question in a test of your knowledge of English. Do you know what a vowel is? You would now be able to answer that question easily. Here's the answers. The vowels are A, E, I, O, U. The semivowels are W and Y. They are called semivowels because they can also be used as a consonant. For an example, yellow. The consonant Y says Y, and the semivowel W you can't hear. Yellow. Another example, Wednesday. The consonant W, W, and the semivowel Y you don't hear, as in Wednesday. Here are a few grammar tips that will be helpful for you. An example of two of the articles, there are more than two. Two of the articles in English, a or a, an. When would you use a or an? For an example, I will eat a pear, or I will eat a pear. I will eat an apple. a or a, is used before a consonant that is voiced. An is used before a vowel or an unvoiced consonant. Here's a further explanation related to the use of the article a or an. Singular, that means one, or plural, that means more than one. An apple is singular, but two apples are more than one. Plural for most words is made by simply adding an S on the end. But some spelling likes to make life complicated. For example, dress is singular, but dresses is plural, so there's an ES. When would you say an apple or a apple? Well, you would say an apple, because an apple, that's a vowel, an apple. However, you would also always say a pear, because pear starts with a consonant. More grammar. What are pronouns? Well, there are three types of pronouns, and here we're looking at one of them, and that is personal pronouns. Pronouns are not nouns. They're words that are used instead of a noun, because pro means instead of in Latin. For example, we might say, Paul has a big bag. We can replace Paul with the pronoun he. That means we would say, he has a big bag. Here are some personal pronouns. He, him, his, she, her, hers, it, they, them, their, theirs, you, your, yours, our, ours, we, us, I, me, my, mine. We use these pronouns a lot when we're speaking. Let's look at the pronouns in this conversation. What is their dog's name? Their dog is called Ben, or their dog's called Ben. And this brings us to an example of an apostrophe. This here is an apostrophe. We use an apostrophe when writing because we often shorten our words. An apostrophe is only used on two occasions. One, if a letter is left out, it's called omission, or if a word owns something, and that's called possession. Omission, from omit, to leave something out, looks like this. Instead of writing is not, we write isn't. There's the apostrophe there. Quite simple, isn't it? Possession, that is owning something, looks like this. Bill owns that dog. Therefore, it is Bill's dog. There's the apostrophe of possession. The tricky one here, because if a word is in its plural form, then the apostrophe goes after the S on the end, and it looks like this. Those houses own the land they are on. This becomes, that is those houses' land. See, that comes after the ES, which makes it plural. Here's a question for you. Can you remember the way to write an apostrophe in a word? It was demonstrated in the very first video about handwriting, the alphabet and punctuation. Have a look here. I cannot do it equals I can't do it. There's the apostrophe. I do not want to do it equals I don't want to do it. There's the apostrophe. More grammar. But just to give more information on using apostrophes for abbreviations, and abbreviations means shortening of words. All abbreviations need an apostrophe when written because they are all examples of omission. That is, they're leaving out a letter or more than one letter. Have a look at this list and see if you can hear the difference in conversations. Cannot becomes can't. Do not becomes don't. Will not becomes won't. Shall not becomes shan't. Does not becomes doesn't. Let us becomes let's. Is not becomes isn't. And there are many more. We often use apostrophes when we're having a conversation. I won't be able to come walking today. Oh, that's a pity. Let's go walking and running on another day. And again, some more important information on telling the time. reading it and knowing it. 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, 24 hours in a day. AM means morning, PM means afternoon, evening or night. In Australia, we use 12-hour clocks, but when travelling, 24-hour clocks are referred to. Midday is 12 p.m, so the start of the afternoon. Midnight is 12 a.m, so the start of the morning, a new day. And dawn is when the sun is rising. Try the time telling in a conversation. I have set my alarm for 6 a.m. so that I can get up early and be ready for work. What time do you get up? I usually get up around 5:30 a.m. I set my alarm, but these days I wake up before it goes off. Please watch the next video in this series, where you'll learn more conversational English and how to say more words and sounds. Can I ask you, if this content has been helpful, would you please subscribe to this channel? Many thanks, and hope to see you in Australia one day.